Tat Sat. So there is a question that came up in one of the sessions. I'll try to explain it through examples. As you are aware, I'm a bit politically conscious, so I will explain through political examples. And this whole series is going to have a political message, so this also will take care of that. When we are doing Tratak, it is normally said it removes impurities. Now, what is that impurity? Some people say because you are blinking, it means there are more impurities. No. There is something called the involuntary nervous system, and there is something called the voluntary nervous system. Using your voluntary nervous system, you are challenging the normal habits and training your body. Do not overdo it. The involuntary nervous system is there to ensure that everything goes well. It can go wrong. The involuntary nervous system may overwork or underwork, but that's a different subject and that has to be solved in a different way. So it is very natural that when the eyes are being focused at something, the eyes need to irrigate themselves. To irrigate themselves, the eyes will close. We have to train ourselves slowly over a period of time with complete understanding of why the practice is being done. Where do we stand in our practice? And what are the precautions we have to take before the practice? And what are the steps we have to take after the practice? If you do not know, if you're doing by yourself, do not force, first thing. Second thing, go to a doctor and discuss it. And if you do not have a doctor around and you want to do it, wash your eyes before the practice 8-10 times. Wash your eyes a few minutes, let's say 10-15 minutes after the practice also. 8-10 times minimum. So coming back to the point, what is this impurity? This impurity is largely the way we look at things. I'll give you an example. In Europe, particularly in UK, during the Indian Independence Day celebrations, Indians took out a huge, lot of vehicles with flags on it. They had a problem. Why are you waving an Indian flag in a foreign country? My dear sir, you had no problem when criminals went there and stayed there in India because they brought a lot of money with them. Lot of criminals have their bases in UK, particularly political criminals. And your government houses them because it is very convenient for them. They consider them as political assets, and these people come with a lot of money also. And you have a history of living off stolen money. That's how the colonies were managed themselves. They created colonies, you robbed the whole place, and you thrived on that. So that is your business model. Now, all these criminals who have been coming there, apart from their very educated people, very qualified people, very good professionals also go there because there is work to be done. Criminals cannot do work, they can only commit crimes. But since everyone, criminals easily fall into groups because they cannot work without groups. So the criminals there have begun to have political ambitions. They come on streets and they create havoc, which is what they are doing. Now, when they create havoc, they obviously do not create havoc for themselves. They create havoc for the people who are weak. Your government protects you. But who is going to protect others who are there as professionals, hardworking, well educated, not creating any problems? So, how do they show their strength? The same way, by coming together. Because you cannot protect them, because you cannot stop the criminals, because you have no power over these criminals, the good people have to act. Inability to see this is the impurity. You get the point? That is why the Agya Chakra is responsible for a balanced Agya Chakra, a well refined Agya Chakra can see things very fast and in its correct way. An impure Agya Chakra or an untrained Agya Chakra cannot see things. It is led by emotions or wrong ideologies. Some people believe that the earth is flat. Science has proved it that the earth is not flat, still they believe it is flat. And they claim that the whole earth belongs to them. Which common sense can accept that? That is the first thing. And even if it accepts it, why don't you say that this earth is round? Probably our God never spoke of this earth. We are somewhere else. We have to go and ask God, which is the earth that you created for us, which is flat? Because this is round. Obviously, this is not ours. And we are having a lot of problems here. They can't see this. Why can't they see this? They have impure, untrained Agya Chakra. I hope you are getting the point. So it becomes necessary on our part to train this Agya Chakra. And neither of the systems that prevail in your country or the systems that prevail on the flat earth, neither of the systems can accept yoga as supreme knowledge. Why? Because if yoga is accepted as a supreme knowledge, then the earth will no more remain flat. Then people will begin to think by themselves. People will begin to question. We have no problems with that. We want more and more people to question. That is how our heritage increases. That is how our knowledge gets perfected and improves. So we have no problem with that. So we treat yoga as a great system. And we encourage people to practice yoga. As a part of our training process, some of the practices of yoga are there in the traditional systems. Unless you want to practice the whole yoga properly, even if you don't want to practice, if you want to get educated, you have to do some yogic practices. Please try to understand that the impurity spoken about is the misunderstanding that exists within us, which does not get clarified because we believe in wrong ideologies. Why do we believe in wrong ideologies? Because that makes us strong. We become animals and we can move in packs. Which is the problem. Moving in packs does not make you more intelligent. Moving in packs does not make you more powerful. Moving in packs only makes you an animal. And intelligent people can figure out a way to deal with animals. We all live in cities. We have learned our way to deal with animals. We have domesticated animals. You will be also domesticated if you don't realize fast enough. If you want to continue as animals, please continue. You will be dealt with. Right now, you are a disease. Right now, you are a virus. You may think this country belongs to you, but even the disease virus also thinks the same thing. This body belongs to me. But it is dealt with. It's called chemotherapy. All the bacteria and microorganisms are killed, which are responsible for the disease. And that will be done eventually if nothing else works out. Right now, the process of purification is being done. When you have a cancer, what do? You go on natural diet. You go on simple food. You exercise more. You try to develop strength against the disease. And many people have cured themselves this way. This is the process going on right now. So I hope You can see reason, you can understand, and you become slightly more intelligent. Do the yoga practices. Do it intensively. Find a good teacher. Do not believe in idiots who are trying to lead you, because eventually they are trying to imitate their masters who were fooled by the Romans, who were mistreated by the Romans, who were exploited by the Romans. And they are exploiting the same way. If you go to those masters, they will not allow you in without, they will allow you only as a servant. They don't allow you as equals. And even if they allow you, you will never be treated as one of them. So I hope you got the message. As far as Tratak is concerned, train yourself, relax. Higher practices, see, every step gives us some experience. As we grow more and more, we can see the way in front of us clearer and clearer. We can see the way clearer and clearer, and our own experience will guide. Discuss it with your friends and do the practice. Idea is the more you focus on Agya Chakra, the more it gets purified, the more it gets refined, the more it gets aligned and trained. The main aim. And using that, when you study, when you see, when you discuss with people, not kill people because they don't agree with you. But when you discuss with people, you begin to see reason behind things. That makes your Agya Chakra stronger. It is almost like you exercise regularly and you train yourself. The training makes you stronger. The exercise also makes you stronger. The training teaches you how to apply this strength that comes from exercise. The exercise learns what else to train, and it makes you stronger and stronger. This is the process. Hari Om Tat Sat.